Let's get it. Day 26. What it do? Mind, body, soul. From me to you, from you to me. Again, reiterating some of the notions of doing this, being able to, start to grasp and bring dialogue to the surface, right? And to work out all these issues, these problems, these things that are coming towards us, right? Being able to heal, being able to replenish, being able to alleviate, things that are kind of causing issues, right, within one's life, things that are going to be beneficial towards the mind, towards the body, towards the soul. Being able to work all that out, get into good stretch. Again, day 26 of the practice, going through that on a daily basis, right? Kind of working these things out, stretching the body. Gonna go down and lay down on this ground. Stretch that body out. Kind of bring that awareness to it, stretching that out. Pull that to the top and to the side. Right, left and right. Shaking all that body out. Getting that awareness. And grasping that dialogue and being able to bring about that shape, to bring about that form, to know how to bring about that shape, to know how to bring about that form, and just putting my feet together, stretching that out. The context of the practice of the month of December is essentially sharing my practice with you, being able to talk about a bunch of different things, within the processes of stretching the mind, the body, and the soul. And if you think about it within, these things, may it be, kind of, I guess, literacy on things or educational basis, from kind of going to school or getting down on some of those rigor, or being on the basis of, kind of the athlete scenarios of things, and being able to know what's up with that and seeing how that goes, it's really quite fascinating on how much, we can be able to obtain really goodness from oneself, and being able to start to, again, heal, alleviate, have prevention and understanding, and getting into those forms and those bases. Coming back down on the other knee, stretching that body out, feeling that awareness. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas yesterday. To all the family, to all the friends out here in New York City, to all the friends, what up? To all the friends out in Portland, Oregon, what up? All my friends around the other parts of United States of America. All my friends out in the Philippines, what up? How's it going? Hope everyone had an awesome Merry Christmas, and off to the new year, right? And I'm sure everyone's going to have their New Year's resolution, this and that, and just try not to set yourself up for failure, right? Because you're the only ones who do that. And like myself, knowing that and going through the cordialism, I know it's easily said than done, how it usually is, right? But I know that I am my own worst critic, going through those phases of, creation and things that we do, right? Kind of, I believe, my own worst critic is myself. But, again, easily said than done, and working through that. right? Being able to obtain that peace of mind, being able to obtain that peace of body, being able to obtain that peace of soul, and going through that and formulating thyself to be able to, combat and pinpoint that and be able to assert oneself and know things that we are doing and going to be able to bring about the change that we seek, right? And make our dreams into reality and get that flowing, that flowetry. Just getting that lower back up to the tailbone. Getting down on some of the pinpoint movements on it. Really getting it right there. Breathing into that. But again, being able to form the basis of things and being able to work things out, right? Instead of really work things out. Instead of sweeping them under the rug and being able to properly dispose and recycle the materials. Stretch out that left leg. Just come this way, just because it gets a little tricky over here. Stretching that left leg out. So I have to put my right hand out in front, put my hand up to the ceiling, so I have to straighten out my posture, putting my head towards the ceiling, having my vision towards the ceiling. Pinpointing that, flowing into that breathing, really getting that stretch in the right leg, on the right foot, as well as the left. Extending that body out, bringing it to center, on that chest. Oh yeah. Getting into that. Starting to put that leg up. Extending that left leg out and into that stretch. Rotating in. Homing in to that stretch. Getting into that flow, to that breathing, extending that posture, understanding my foundation, kicking that out, laying my foundation, having my hands to the side as I kick that left leg out and out. Start rotating this way due to the space that I have to kick that left leg out and around. Extending that left leg out. Getting all to those forms. Shout outs to all the food. Oh my gosh. All the amazing food that I have eaten for this past Christmas. A little too much. Kind of been working on that, right? Being able to, not let it slip away, right? Kind of thing, and knowing that gotta be conscious of what we put in and what we, put in our bodies, right? because what we put in is what we get out. And I mean, I know it is a holiday, so it's pretty awesome. And you know, I don't get to have the home cooked meals as often as I do, and being able to do that, so it is really quite the treat. But also knowing how, you know, from I guess me being conscious of, you know, kind of how I should be eating, my intakes and stuff like that, and being able to process that. But I don't know, I guess still pretty good, but knowing that, you know, taking it a little easy, I guess, because it is the holidays and going through that. But I think regardless, it's, again, you know, what you put in is what you get out. And I'm a big believer in that, and I know that things do not just happen instantly. It's almost like, you know, are things really free in this world that we live in right now? You know, within these times, are things really free? And, you know, I guess it's rare, right? It's rare to have that, because there's always some kind of catch, there's always some kind of gimmick, or there's always something that's more than what is stated, right? So kind of getting into the bottom of that and being able to facilitate that. So it would be really good stuff to get into. And again, what you put in is what you get out, and what you get out is... All right, adding to that one, to the other video, splice them up, put them together, back over here, getting that left foot, getting that extension, going into that form, hitting that left side, that right side now. I just rotated my hand, my footing, or my grab, the hand grab that I have on my foot over here on my right side, kind of switch that over from the outside to the inside. Really getting that stretch on the right side. Again, introducing that body scan, knowing these things. You know, you go through the videos, I'm able to kind of talk and articulate some of the things that I'm, you know, going through. And again, being able to, you know, assert myself within the mind, assert myself within the body, assert myself within the soul. Being able to, again, assert myself and to know these things, and to share it with you, you know, and to be able to mitigate the issues that we have in our lives, right? We always hear about these things and what it is, but I don't think we ever talk about how to, you know, to heal, to get it, right? To kind of like, we talk about being able to obtain it, but what happens when we lose it, right? Like, how do we do that? Or how do we pick up the skill to be able to have it, but then also knowing to have control, right? To be able to know to turn it off and to turn it on, and to not just be, you know, this wild thing, right? On things. And again, being able to grasp that intelligence, being able to grasp that flowetry, that oneness with thyself, and again, to be able to, you know, really look that person in the mirror and say, you know, I understand you completely, and I love you, and, you know, I want the best for you, and doing the best for that person in the mirror, and extending that out, and being able to go through those things, and being able to pinpoint that stuff. You know, it's quite the goodness and quite the realization. Bring that in. It's really good stuff. Getting into that stretch. Oh yeah. Into that flow. I think this is the first one. Oh yeah. Extending that out. Out. Going up and in. Starting to put that up. homing that in, homing in that stretch. Oh yeah, getting into that form. Starting to feel it. Starting to feel that flowetry. Get into those bends. Extending that body. Kicking that right leg out. Working through it. Using my hands to my body stretching. And enjoying some of those wiggles, right? When your body wiggles and does the shakes, it's your body telling you that, whoa, you haven't paid attention to this part of the body in quite a while, right? But it's like us working out, going through that. It's like, whoa, I didn't know I had, this part of my body that I had to take care of, that I had to be conscious about. And again, it's kind of that whole, excuse me as I catch my breath. It's the whole, notion of being able to do that body scan, right? To be able to get every nook and cranny, every layer of thyself and start to, again, diagnose, being able to shoot that awareness, that understanding on it, and having that, pinpointing it, turn around for you as I stretch that, look left and right. Elevating that down. Having that, again, kind of just stretching that back out. Body, all those forms, start to pinpoint that, trying to get the nutrients into, those avenues of the body, getting all that out, understanding my chakra flow, right? My oneness, getting grounded. Getting into that. Setting those, my intentions, my prayers. Again, being able to go back and forth, right, on the notions of being able to set my intentions and my prayers within my forms, as well within the different forms of me being able to set my intentions and my prayers, right? Knowing that actions speak as well as words speak, and being able to know that, right? And being able to bring about that balance. Just gonna bend the knees, bring that from the top down, and from this to down, this, the ground to the top, and having that conversation, right? Being able to know that. Just rubbing
feet right now, bottom of my feet. I gotta say my legs are a lot better after some of those strains that I've occurred from my run. So yeah, quite the goodness. Coming down, having just letting my body hang and dangle over here. This is really cool. It's kind of like your midpoint, right? Getting it on your waist and just being able to hang there. I understand that. Good about that. Getting that good stretch in. Just coming in here, I can really start to feel that stretch on my foot, on my toes, my ankles, my heels, my calves, my legs, my knees, my hamstring. Really get that good stretch. Introducing that breathing technique. I'm just gonna hang out here for a bit as I feel that stretch down. Hit my ankles, my heels, my Achilles tendon. Getting it out towards the foot. That arc. Radiate, let it radiate out of my toes. Get into that form, that flow. Understand that grasp. Start to set the coordinates towards my destination. As what I mean, understanding the processes. Because, everyone's like, oh man, I want to do this, I want to do that, but knowing that, yeah, let's do it. But, there's a processes within it, right? There's a plan. And being able to execute that plan. But before executing the plan, one must formulate the plan. And being able to understand that formulation and to articulate it, and then to start to diagnose it, right? Well, not diagnose it, to start to digest it, start to process it, and then starting to execute it, right? Making sure that we're hitting this execution really well. Getting into that stretch. Feeling that stretch throughout my whole left leg. Getting that midpoint, rotating my head a bit. Again, talking to my body, letting it know what it wants, what I have to do in order to soothe it, to alleviate, to replenish, to heal. To start to bring that into play, to the goodness, and going into that form. Let's spend some time here. Really breathe into that form. I'm using the technique of in through my nose and out through my mouth as my breathing technique and option at this form, at this posture. Pointing that down, gravitating towards that.
Oh yeah, starting to look up. Rotating those hands, shaking that out. Special shout out to my brother-in-law and my sister
For letting me sleep over their place, shooting this video.
What's up? What's up, Adi Cat? What's up, Korea Jason? What it do? Oh yeah, giving the extra love, the extra respects, the extra consideration, the appreciation, the gratification, right? Mahalo, my brother. Mahalo, my sister. also another good shot, good posture. Again, understanding these flows. And one of my yogis was telling our class, one time of really understanding your movement, almost as if it was, this play, right? Really being theatrical with your movements and understanding that flow, right? Knowing that everything has intentions, and once you start to, I think, understand that and articulate those things, you get to really pinpoint and navigate how one is to form, right? How one is to function, and be able to stir that up and to digest that, and being able to bring sense into the things that are happening. And again, being able to obtain the mind, the body, the soul, being one with thyself, obtaining the wholeness. So shaking it out, and I shall see ya for day 27, right? Yeah. Hope you have a great day. Bless. Know that you are special. You are intelligent, and you have the wills to do what it do. So please do great things. Mahalo, and I shall see ya tomorrow. Peace.